Hey, we are doing FPV Air 2 today. The track is Tight Tricky. Physics, I'm running the Pro Light because that's the most realistic one. And 60-degree camera angle. The radio controller I'm using is the FR Sky Tyrannus QX7. Stock, no fancy Hall effect gimbals or anything, and yeah. My rates are 0.8 for a regular rate and 0.7 for super rate. This is probably one of the most difficult tracks in FPV Air 2, at least in my opinion, because there's no room for error in this track. Everything has to be perfect. Like there, I was off by like a split second, and then the whole thing is off. Especially there, I always bump into the ground. Oh, I missed that. See there? It's just no margin for error in this track. Let's see. I think my record on here is like 19 seconds or something. Yeah, 19.3. That was kind of like luck. I usually hit somewhere. I'm usually hitting the 20s, but I'm not like super good. But I'd say that I'm like okay at this, but I don't know. See that turn there? I really gotta improve that. I gotta make it tighter. Slalom has to be more consistent. This part, it's getting better, but like it's still really inconsistent. Mainly because I think it was just yesterday that I finally figured out how to fly that thing. Oh yeah, there. Going through those 3 gates may seem really easy, but if you're going at high speeds, it can be deceptively difficult. And like I said, this is probably one of the harder tracks in FPV Air 2, so obviously I'm not as consistent as if, like, let's say I was doing like a longer track that goes for speed, or one that like the menu track. The menu track is actually pretty difficult, or maybe something like the, what is that? Just like a super short, simple track. This is like a medium, very difficult track. Okay, I was actually ahead of my ghost time there, which is surprising. If we could get a personal record in the next couple laps, that would be pretty cool. Actually, you know, I'll try. Let's see. Slalom. Slaloms are difficult to do because you have to run high camera angle up tilt, at least to do them in a rather professional manner, because the way that flying in rate mode works is the higher your camera up tilt is, the more that your roll will become more yaw-like, which is why with these slaloms, it's really all it is just, I'm just using roll. I'm literally just rolling and then pitching back, just to slow me down a little bit. But that's literally all slalom is. Conceptually wise, it's very simple, but put into practice, it's a lot more difficult. And these corkscrew power loops, I need to tighten them up, but the general idea with these is that you want to be able to fly as close to the gates as possible, and applying throttle for the whole time. Because as you apply throttle, you're flying while you're upside down, which will then force your quad to go in a tighter loop like that. And once you get down the muscle memory for it, it becomes pretty easy, but it takes a lot of practice. Like that slalom was a lot better, not perfect. But that was kind of messy. Well, this track is just so difficult, so unforgiving. Oh, I think I flew over the gate and it registered, so I don't know. I mean, I'll take it, but... Oh, that was much better, except for that exit. If I could just center myself to that last gate, that would be good. You can see there, I didn't pitch back enough on that. So I just kind of flopped into the gate. Actually, something surprising is the Pro Light build, at least physics-wise, most people say that it's, well, not most people, at least I think it's very underpowered in comparison to the spec, but the spec is like super overpowered, as in has lots of power and throttle. But the Pro Light one, I seem to be going much faster through the slaloms, probably because there's more throttle, you have more throttle control, and like you're just automatically going slower. I don't know, right now I'm just practicing, not trying to like compete or anything, just trying to get a PR here this lap. Yeah, down that last split S, second one on the gate, I gotta stop going, turning the opposite direction. I really should just be turning left, but I'm turning right, just to compensate, which I shouldn't really be doing. So like, I go boom boom, turn there, and here I should just go like that. Yeah, that was good. Well, not good, but it was better. Not perfect. Lines were optimal. Okay, that was pretty good actually. And I'm actually ahead of my ghost data right now. Yeah, let's go. We hit a PR 9.15 with the crash. That means I can probably go sub 19. Sub 19 would be pretty cool. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay, if we can get a fast lap here. Oh, 18.13! Let's go. Okay, now I'm not trying to go for the PR, since I already got a personal best. I'm gonna work on staying consistent, which means going back and practicing. Hit that. Boom, 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 boom. And then that, I need to tighten up that. That was a decent corkscrew power loop, I'd say. Okay, that was smooth, I gotta say. Tomorrow my 1104 motor should be coming. 11 millimeters in width, 4 millimeters height. They're the Xing E motors. 1104 4200 kV for my gnarly FPV Primo 3 build. Primo 3 is a really good frame. It's strongly built. It's easy to put together. And they come with the HQ 3x2 props. I haven't tried those out yet, and I'm excited to. But I'm a little bit concerned that running the 1104s at the 4200 kV on 2S, because I have a lot of 452S batteries. I'm afraid that's going to be underpowered, and the combination of the underpowered and the small stator volume of the 1104 will it'll be efficient, definitely, but I don't care about efficiency. I want power and throttle control, and I want the air grip going into gaps and corners and stuff, because I'm not a freestyle pilot, so maybe I should have gone with the Emax Eco Micros 1106 ones. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I do know that when I was running my 2.5 inch with the 1103 8000 kVs, the GemFan flash I think it's like 2540, I don't even know, but it was the 2.5 inch GemFan flash ones. Those gave me a lot of air grip, even though they weren't the most efficient. Still gave me like 4 or 5 minutes of flight time on a 2S 450, but on 2S, it was light, had air grip, and flew really well. So we'll see how this 3-inch turns out. If it'll be a racer or just one of those floaters. Yeah, William, this is audio recorded.
What?
So yeah, I'm not sure how sensitive the mic is, but it can pick up what I'm saying at least. I always hit either of those corners that are difficult. Okay, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more consistent with this part. Like I've finally figured out what I'm supposed to do, but getting into muscle memory and staying consistent. Consistency is key here. That's going to be difficult to do. And the slalom, of course, it's like a 50-50 now, I'd say. Like if I'm lucky, I can hit it really well, and if I'm unlucky, I can just totally fall apart there. Same with that tower there, kind of. Now that my computer's upgraded, I can actually run this thing and not at max performance, the ugly one. You can run at 60 FPS, which is really nice. Although I'm getting more like 45 or 50, at least when I'm eyeballing it, because I have to run OBS and like uses up some graphics stuff, so still a lot better. Like I feel like it's legitimately made me a better pilot running 60 FPS at this higher quality setting, just because I can see stuff, and it's a lot more realistic. With like I think what does it is it's a fisheye, because I have lots of fisheye in here, so I can see more. It's a combination of the fisheye and the motion blur, because it makes it really realistic to what I like to fly in real life. Okay, after this, I'm going to do one more lap and then probably call it good for today, just because it's starting to lag my computer and my internet's super slow, so it'll take a couple hours for this thing to upload. Wait, actually let me explain. You know, don't get Frontier Internet. Frontier Internet, we've been paying $93 a month, and they give us 1 megabit per second internet. We're supposed to have at 12 megabits for $100 a month, but we get 1 megabit. On occasion we might get like 2 or something, but it's so ridiculously slow that it's like we're getting scammed. Like basically just don't get Frontier. They have customer service isn't that bad, But it's just they're just cheating. They just cheat people out of their money. Just get like Xfinity or something. Let me say 100 megabits per second, 30 bucks a month, or 50 megabits. I don't care. As long as it's faster than 1 megabit per second, I am totally happy. And that's not. Oh yeah, and our router, it works like 50% of the time. Just like our DSL line just doesn't work sometimes, which is even more frustrating. But oh well. They're making money. Oh, come on, I missed that. Okay, we're just gonna finish this up and call it good. Alright, if you want to see my rates there, RC rate, super rate, all, there you go, 533 degrees per second, and no expo.